The archetype of the lone hero in dystopian fiction, characterized by their silence and emotional isolation, has become a staple in the genre. This character often embodies the red flag of toxic isolation, a trope that, while compelling, can inadvertently romanticize behaviors detrimental to mental health and interpersonal relationships. Through a blend of psychological analysis and literary examples, this exploration aims to unveil the nuanced implications of such a character's journey. The most striking red flag inherent in the lone hero archetype is their refusal to communicate effectively, often pushing away help or companionship under the guise of independence or self-reliance. This behavior can stem from various psychological underpinnings, including trauma, fear of vulnerability, or a deep-seated belief in the necessity of self-sufficiency above all else. Psychologically, this isolation can be a defense mechanism, shielding the individual from potential threats or rejections, but at the cost of emotional intimacy and support when it's most needed. Moreover, this self-imposed solitude can exacerbate feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and depression, feeding into a vicious cycle of isolation. A prime example of this can be seen in Katniss Everdeen from Suzanne Collins's The Hunger Games. Initially, Katniss's isolation is a survival tactic, both physically in the games and emotionally, to protect herself from the pain of losing loved ones. However, her reluctance to open up and trust others, even those close to her, illustrates the toxic side effects of her isolation. Another example is found in Tris Prior of Veronica Roth's Divergent. Tris's journey from a constrained faction to a broader, yet chaotic world sees her often choosing to face challenges alone, pushed by a belief in her need to be self-reliant, which sometimes leads to unnecessary risks and emotional distance from those trying to help her. The real-world implications of glorifying such behaviors are profound. For one, it sends a mixed message about the nature of strength and vulnerability, especially to younger audiences navigating their understanding of healthy interpersonal dynamics. It suggests that seeking help or expressing emotions is a sign of weakness, a dangerous notion that can hinder the development of emotional intelligence and resilience. In a society that increasingly recognizes the importance of mental health and community support, reinforcing the myth of the solitary hero as the ideal is not only outdated, but potentially harmful. Furthermore, this narrative overlooks the transformative power of vulnerability and collaborative problem-solving. By holding the lone hero on a pedestal, it diminishes the value of empathy, cooperation, and the strength found in collective endeavors. In the context of a dystopian world, where societal collapse or authoritarian regimes often highlight the flaws and strengths of humanity, the insistence on isolation as a virtue ignores the essential truth that hope, resilience, and change often emerge from shared struggles and united fronts. In conclusion, while the lone hero's journey from isolation to a form of reluctant leadership can make for a captivating narrative, it's crucial to critically examine the underlying messages such stories convey about independence, emotional resilience, and interpersonal relationships. By romanticizing toxic isolation and undervaluing the significance of vulnerability and collective strength, these narratives miss an opportunity to explore more nuanced, healthy forms of heroism. As readers and creators in a world grappling with unprecedented challenges and a growing awareness of mental health, re-evaluating this archetype could not only lead to more diverse and authentic storytelling, but also encourage a broader cultural shift towards embracing interconnectedness and mutual support. The question then becomes, how can we redefine heroism in literature and in life to celebrate openness, collaboration, and emotional connectivity as strengths rather than weaknesses? Character psychology is fascinating, and sometimes our favorite characters exhibit behaviors we'd never tolerate in real life. What do you think about this analysis? Are there other characters with red flags I should cover? Let me know in the comments. Your suggestions help shape future videos.